Hey guys, it's me back on with another video. Today we're playing more Doki Literature Club, or DDLC for short. I'm not gonna use my background because of how glitchy it is, and I honestly couldn't care less about it. So yeah, even though it's like a nice little update thing to my stuff, I'll tell you, it's us only not doing so well right now. And hold on, put a little more light in here. It'll get a little dark in here. All right. So, anyways, we're back and we're gonna be playing more. Last time we finished with Monica and we shared Sayori, our poem, and read hers. Hers was actually really good and pretty feeling. Yeah. Anyway, but anyways, with that, we're gonna move on to the next one, which I plan on doing Natsuki next. I don't know why I do Yuri last, but I don't necessarily like Yuri. So, but let's hope we can get both of them today. Alright. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Oh god, I knew you'd say it's garbage. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. This is funny to me. It's just like, hey, thank you very much. Okay, this game is actually pretty funny sometimes. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me this you completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Oh, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you have been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sorry, has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. Jesus. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Okay guys, time for Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders, inky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Oh my god. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy held me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Donald Trump in a nutshell. Donald Trump in a nutshell, everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain and complicate issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. I'm not. Are you calling me dumb? Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if you find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. I can relate a little bit. But that just makes people stupid. Oh my god. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. That seems like more a nicer statement than when it seems like you're yelling it. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. I agree. It doesn't matter how weird you are, people should respect the weird things that you like. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. That's not a true fracture for me, for real though. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. It's like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think it, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, and we're going on to Yuri. Last but not least. Let's get to it. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Beaton. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods. It's really hands me your poem. Alright, it's time for another poem. Alright. The Raccoon. God, I forgot about handwriting. God damn it. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. This enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon. And moving on. Oh, this is actually a long one as well. The moon anticipates the phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm mainly projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken in to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I'm beneath my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, classic, conditioning. Slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Sounded nice. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. A lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using a poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions to them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Suki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for her strange interests? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. Interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Oh god, that face. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little right now, but I'm glad that you are a good listener. Okay, everyone. Time to end off this episode right there now that we finished hearing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in this next episode. Ninja B out.